Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It seems a lot of the devs are now returning from their holiday break for Warzone and MW3, and with that, just in the last 24 hours alone, we've seen them reveal and tease and hint at a bunch of pretty significant updates coming to MW3 and Warzone. Some gameplay updates, some pretty important fixes. They've also revealed a few other details as well, so we got lots to break down today. As we get into it all, if you enjoy the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. It does always help grow the channel. Much love to everyone who does take the time to do so. And if you're new here or you simply have not subscribed yet, let's change that, because every single day I got you covered with news, updates, patch notes, meta breakdowns, and of course all the best loadouts. So feel free to hit that sub button to stay up to date with all of that. So we've got different posts from all of the various COD accounts: Sledgehammer's account, Raven's account, the COD updates account. You may recall that yesterday with our update video and our patch notes that went live a bit earlier, we included a couple of these, but just in case you didn't see that, I wanted to briefly recap a few of these. But there's a bunch of other brand new ones that they actually revealed after that video went out, so lots of important details. But initially here, they are investigating the issue that causes players to randomly be kicked due to inactivity, even if you're actually playing. So you could be running around, you could be looting up, doing contracts, and you'll still randomly be kicked for inactivity. Obviously an unintentional bug and a really annoying one, so that one is going to be fixed here soon. Another quick recap here: they are investigating an issue with the squad widget displays where it doesn't show the correct number of teammates that you have. Like randomly, if you use squad fill or potentially in the middle of a game, that's what happens to me a lot, it'll just change my HUD. It'll say I'm only playing with 2 squad mates instead of a full quad. It'll take the names off the top of my teammates' head and just have a dot there. Makes it really hard to communicate. It's really annoying, and especially if you are randomly filling, it basically ruins your ability to actively communicate unless you're all on your mics, you know, saying that your screen is bugged and your HUD is bugged. So they're looking into that one too. And then another quick recap one: they are investigating an issue causing inconsistencies when equipping armor plates. Basically, whenever you start to plate up, if you start running over other armor plates on the ground or other ground loot and you're automatically picking that stuff up, it basically just messes with your plating up animation and how many plates you're actually putting on. Another really annoying one that's super niche but happens a lot at the same time, so that'll be fixed as well. And then we get into some of the new details here. So you may recall that with yesterday's update and the patch notes, they did drop a new weekly challenge, a new weekly update there, and with it we got the Jack Signal Burst aftermarket part that basically makes the Holger a 4-round burst. And there was some talk about the aftermarket parts, obviously, because a big one recently is the tier that basically turns it from a pistol into a full-on marksman rifle, and it's been bugged since it dropped. No one's been able to use the tier aftermarket part for weeks now, since it obviously dropped right before they went on break, and then they just didn't get it fixed over the holiday break. But they did confirm this. Did you have any fix for the rifle kit on the tier yet? Not yet, but our team is now back in the office and working to get this into your hands before the mid-season update. Hang in there. So they've now set themselves basically a deadline and a goal that this is going to be fixed before season 1 reloaded. And as of right now, we know that that's going to be happening on January 17th, in just under 2 weeks from now. So I would imagine that likely next week, alongside another pretty significant update that we'll talk about here in just a moment, this will probably be fixed and we'll finally have access to the aftermarket part on the tier. This is probably the most coveted and sought after aftermarket part so far this season. Admittedly, a lot of these have been kind of mediocre, a little bit lackluster, and not all that useful, but everyone's like itching to get their hands on the tier marksman rifle and see just how good it is for, you know, quick scoping or aggressive gameplay. So nice to know that this is going to be fixed here in the coming days and not be another few weeks before we're able to play it. So love that they're actually giving us some time frames with this update. Hey everyone, real quick, just wanted to give a shout out to my friends over at Control Freak. Funny enough, Control Freak was actually the very first partner I ever had on my channel many years ago, and genuinely all this time later, I'm using Control Freaks every single day. These truly are one of the things that I cannot play without anymore. I'm so used to having the longer sticks on my controllers, but more importantly, the better grip as well. They offer various different designs for what you prefer in terms of your thumbstick style, whether it's domed, concave, mid-rise, high-rise, low-rise. They got plenty of different options. My current loadout for my Control Freaks consists of one VORTEX Control Freak and then one of the new Destiny 2 Lightfall Control Freaks. Love the feel of these. If you ever want to get a pair for yourself, throw in code WhosImmortal at checkout. You'll get yourself a nice little discount. Now, with yesterday's aftermarket part update, obviously the Holger 556 was like the main character, if you will, of what the 4-round burst jack rifle kit was built around. However, it was actually discovered that this works on the DM56 marksman rifle as well and turns it from a semi-auto gun into a 4-round burst. Lego Unlocked was actually, the one who ended up discovering this, and Sledgehammer responded to this because initially it seemed like it was unlockable. You could put it on your DM56, but then you couldn't customize it, so Lego was sort of updating that. But Sledgehammer did officially confirm that the Jack Signal Burst Rifle Kit is actually intended to work with the DM56. So even though it was marketed as an aftermarket part for the Holger 556, it is actually a multi-gun aftermarket part. So in case you didn't know that, it is a update that extends just past what you might initially see when you're going through all the challenges there. That said, there are some blueprints though that basically break it. So it doesn't actually go into a 4-round burst, it stays in single fire. They are now aware of that thanks to these tweets. So that'll be fixed in the future, but for now, if you're looking to use this aftermarket part on more than just the Holger, you can do it on the DM56. Admittedly, I don't think it's all that great. It kind of is funky and awkward with the recoil pattern and whatnot, and the burst like speed there, and how fast you can burst back to back, but it's unique for sure. So if you're looking to try it, you can do it on the DM56, and that is legitimate. Now, this is a big one, and there's actually multiple updates connected to this. So COD Updates tweets out saying, we're aware of an issue causing the event tab to be inaccessible for certain players. Despite this, event challenges remain progressible and rewards can still be earned. We expect to release a fix in the coming weeks. So unfortunately, this one does seem to be a bit further out, I would imagine, with Season 1 Reloaded, but they are finally addressing this. They've been aware of this for some time. They just haven't posted it officially, but I see you guys commenting this on the daily. Zach, what happened to my event tab? Or hey, why can't I see my event tab anymore? Are you able to track these or anything? So this is missing for a ton of players. No, it's not just you. A lot of players don't have the event tab showing up, but as they say, even if your event tab is not showing, you can still track all the challenges for it. And it just so happens that with the new event that went live with the whole VORTEX update there, it's a really easy event to track just because it's XP based. It's not making you go out of your way to get 5 long shot kills with this rifle and you're like, okay, have I actually tracked any of these? Or it's not specific stuff like that. It's just earning XP. But even if you have the event tab, currently the VORTEX event is a little bit broken. So this is what COD Updates has to say about this. The XP targets displayed in the VORTEX War Domains event UI are inaccurate. So it says you need like 450 some thousand XP to get the magma camo and complete the event. Well, players were getting to that and saying, hey, wait a minute, my magma camo is not unlocking. And that's because that's not actually the correct amount of XP that you need in order to actually unlock all these tiers. So this means tiers may be completed sooner than intended. You play a couple of games, it says you're done with 5 out of 15, when in reality you might only be done with 2 out of 15. While this issue occurs, rewards remain unlockable at the following intended targets. So in order to actually get all these rewards, these are the XP values that you're going to need to go past. So 9,500 for the weapon sticker, 21,500 for the double XP, keeps going up and up and up. Now initially, like I said, the menu says you need like 450k XP or whatever to get the magma camo. If you do that though, you're only going to end up getting to the 1 hour double XP tokens here, because in fact magma requires 1.2 million XP to actually unlock, and players who have gone through and actually achieved 1.2 million XP in the last day have now actually unlocked the magma animated weapon camo. But the menu is completely wrong. So if you're going off of that tracking itself, you're not going to actually have the rewards that it says that you have. You have to basically do double of everything right now. Definitely a significant gap from 450k XP to 1.2 million. However, it is a 2-week long event. It goes all the way until Season 1 Reloaded on the 17th. So 1.2 million there is definitely doable. Even if you're just playing casually here and there, that shouldn't be too difficult to get. COD Updates has again confirmed that they are also looking into various different camo unlocks not working correctly. Specifically, the Stormender's Priceless Camo Challenge has not worked since it dropped, but alongside that, they are aware of various different other camo issues as well, I believe. With zombies, there's a lot of MW3 guns that don't camo track correctly, so they are looking into a lot of this as well. No ETA on this update though. And then lastly, another very important one. Raven tweeted out yesterday afternoon saying, we've seen your questions about weapon balance and we're happy to confirm that an update is coming mid next week. So this confirms that we're going to have an actual weapon update and meta update probably Tuesday or Wednesday next week. And of course, you guys already know whenever that does go live, I'll be covering those patch notes right as they happen, so stay tuned for that. But they do actually confirm, yes, that includes changes to the MTZ interceptors. So this will be getting nerfed. They'll be nerfing several other top tier guns, probably buffing some lesser used guns. I think either later today or tomorrow, I'm going to have a full video going out breaking down the weapons that are most obviously going to have changes, whether they are buffs or nerfs, and kind of previewing the next meta update, because we do have some good intel on what exactly will be changing there. Obviously now officially confirming the MTZ interceptors, so stay tuned for that. Like I said, maybe later today, but most likely the first video tomorrow will be that, unless there's like some crazy breaking news, so be on the lookout for that one. But really cool that we do officially have a confirmed meta update for mid next week. And then of course, season 1 reloaded, all of the seasonal updates always include new weapon updates, so multiplayer will have some weapon updates in season 1 reloaded, and so will Warzone, just a week after we've already seen some that address. I would imagine next week is probably some more obvious stuff like the interceptor and some more of the broken and you know, really popular guns, and then season 1 reloaded will be a bit more fine-tuned to buff some things and really change up the meta, rather than just balance it out and make it a little bit more you know, fair across the board. But definitely some good news there. Really nice to see that just within 24 hours of the devs being back, we've got a bunch of new updates and new details already being revealed. So that being said, that is going to wrap things up for this one. If you enjoyed, do me a favor, drop a like on it, and if you're new here, you want to guarantee that every single day you're up to date with all things going on in COD, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.